International Poznań.
W studiu International Poznań, witam Cię serdecznie. Welcome again. How did you enjoy the show?
It was great.
It's so hot in the studio, isn't
It's
it?
really hot.
Yeah. It's like being on the beach in Tel
Like being
Aviv.
But maybe it has to be hot. Maybe the topics also were hot.
That's what she said.
That's what she said, at least. When we were preparing this show, Daniel, we talked, I don't know why actually, but for a second about human relations. And I asked you about, these men and women relations. Mm-hmm. And I asked you how much men can decide in their lives. Because, this world seems to be dominated by men to a degree. Yet you say that blue socks or brown socks, that's all you can choose in your life.
I'm allowed to make very, very significant choices. For example, what
women
what
rule
colour
the world.
socks I'm allowed to wear. But I'm certainly not allowed to decide anything else in my life.
And you admit it just like this?
What choice do I have?
At least be aware of it.
Where am I going to
a
get?
Polish woman.
Yeah,
so
where am I?
dude, come on.
Does that have something to do with being married to a Polish woman?
For sure. In Israel, the common joke is Polish mama. Probably 50% of the Jewish population have Polish roots, and we make fun of the Polish mama, which is a clean freak like Monica from Friends, somebody who's controlling and dominating, and the man pretty much brings home the bacon or the kosher steak, whatever, and pretty much stays out of the way, and the woman runs the show. And it's a joke we say in Israel, and I think it's pretty close to the reality. I'm married to a Polish woman as well.
I'm not married to a Polish woman
and
woman
you're
yet.
not Polish either.
Or
but
to Polish man.
The question
but,
is simple: do you
I
rule
do
the world?
believe that women rule the world.
Who runs the world?
Yeah.
Girls.
Beyonce, right?
Yeah.
The world, girls.
Daniel, but it's so impressive that you actually admitted that, because 90% of men would never say that they are directed by women to a degree.
It's hard for your
Well,
ego.
I admit it, but that doesn't mean I don't fight against it. I dig my heels in at every opportunity.
How do you do that?
But I know it's a wasted effort for both of us.
Uh-huh.
The easy way is to give in, but it's difficult to give in.
See, maybe that's why you're still married. I'm getting divorced. I didn't give in.
Yeah.
So maybe I should follow your way.
You
Maybe I'll
should.
save the marriage.
Well,
by,
I
giving in.
was missold on the Polish women, because in England we have this image of the pliant Eastern European girl that does as she's told, and I thought that's what I was getting myself in for.
Sorry, but it's not true. That's not
I've
accurate.
cashed out.
Don't be
here.
Novak, you
I've
got
done
tricked
that,
there.
yeah, but it turns
And
out.
then you come to Poland
And I
and
realise-
figure out what?
I realise, that's not exactly how it works. It's not exactly how it pans out. It's all good. I mean, it's just. I think actually it's funny. Cultures like, for example, the Israeli culture, very macho, male-dominated culture. That's changing across the world. Women are becoming more and more sure of themselves, more and more confident, and that's a fantastic thing.
And that's maybe something we are talking about, that women don't own this world like literally or explicitly, but they take the decisions behind the scenes, sort of.
Of
We're
course, we
diplomats.
pull all the strings. Yeah.
I'm quite happy to go to work and to come home. And that fits for me. As long as there's a couple of beers in the fridge, then pretty much everything is good. I don't need a lot more.
Michal, aren't we gonna rebel or something?
So,
let's see.
the Empire Strikes Back. We're going to try, but what I'll tell you is girls like my daughter, Grace, who turns 6 tomorrow, when she was born in London, actually, I said Grace is going to be the first CEO of a Fortune 3000 company on Mars and an Olympian. And my daughter, Grace, is a strong cookie. And if the world is shaped with 1 million more Graces, then you know what? I'm happy to take a back seat and let my daughter and other women rule the world, because maybe we'll stop killing each other. Maybe it won't just be the Jews talking about tikkun olam or restoring the world. And maybe we'll stop hunger and homelessness, because we'll finally let the women run the show, because they've been running the show behind the scenes. Let them come front and center, and I'd be proud if Grace could indoctrinate 500 million more Graces.
Yeah, but just think,
and we'll take a step back.
That's a nice conclusion.
I don't mind.
But Mikhail, just
Daniel.
think how many cushions there will be in the world if women run the world.
It's awesome.
How
Soft.
many cushions
Dude,
can
I
there
want to
be?
sleep.
mean,
I'm
it's-
tired of fighting.
It's crazy.
But you mean, sorry,
Soft furnishings.
Pink
That's
cushion.
all we
That's
ever hear
amazing.
about. It's soft furnishings.
Yeah,
with
Good.
women.
yeah.
No,
What do you
I'm
mean
tired,
by-
I'm tired
sorry.
of getting beat up.
I'm actually
Comfortable.
having a language barrier problem. What do you mean by cushions?
Cushions.
You know the things you sit on the sofa.
Okay, poduszeczki.
You know, it doesn't matter how many cushions a woman has got, it's not enough. There's always room for more cushions.
Because she wants to make the
I don't
scene more
know what it
romantic.
is.
It
It's
has to
something
be
whatever.
about-
comfortable, it has to be cozy,
You know,
it has to be
that's-
nice.
Burrowing. It's burrowing.
But to sum it
Come
up,
on.
will the world be a nicer place?
For sure.
Anybody who doesn't believe the world is better now than it ever has been, for me, is so deluded. Because what a wonderful world we inhabit now, where we can sit here and have a conversation like this without the threat of, famine or war or,
So we
things
owe
that-
it to women.
We owe it to everybody.
No, wait. Women carry the babies, and they give birth, and they nurture the soul of the children. Okay, so for me, women are and I'll be a little bit of a sarcastic jerk here, are a necessary evil. Okay? And the word kombinować, it was invented for women. That said, I love the fact that we've become more feminine, not feminist, more feminine in the world. And if you look at the world leaders in politics, women. I want Grace to rule the world,
Good.
and I don't mind
Good.
taking a step back.
Good. But it's funny that you said kombinować. That means like to do tricks to those who don't speak Polish. I just wanted
Yeah.
to translate that.
Yeah, so
That women do a lot of tricks.
Polish
in
wife,
your
Polish
humble
wife.
opinion.
No, women are smarter. Women are smarter. They know how
I
to
agree,
get what
I
they
agree,
want
I agree.
in a more subtle way. And I respect that. I wish.
Okay,
I could
so
be
I
like
wanted to thank the smartest person in this room, Jana. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
But also you, Daniel, Michał, thank you so much for being here. Let's just wave at everyone there on Facebook. Do usłyszenia już znowu, już za parę chwil. Dzięki i do zobaczenia na Facebooku. Pa, pa!